All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Dave here, talking real music in real time for a few real people out there just like you, just like me. All right, Kiss has finally reached the end of the road. Or have they? They haven't. All right, before I talk about Kiss, here's a band that has nothing in common with Kiss except maybe some glam tendencies. Kiss had those. Magic Dance definitely has those, but this is synthwave. I don't know if you ever heard of synthwave. Heavy duty synthesizers, lots of melody, some harmonies, but more 80s than anything else, but it takes it a step further. All right. And the mastermind behind this project, he ended up sending this to me a number of years ago, and I haven't really promoted it very much. And he sent me another album, that one, and then we've got Vanishings here. So there's Vanishings, and this is New Eyes. So you can check out Magic Dance and see for yourself. You know, you need music to work out to. Might be the ticket. I don't know. Might not be. But I would check it out for sure. Now, checking out Kiss last night. The reviews are in. The media is all gaga about Kiss. What a show. The greatest show ever. Not sure if the show was live or Memorex, but, you know, that's just a small detail. And Kiss has basically finished off their, and this is what they said, their human version. The human version of Kiss is over. They've been plotting this end for a very long time. Now, no word if they're going to make up those Canadian shows they missed. Kind of weird, but apparently they're not going to do that. So in any event, this is what Paul Stanley had to say. And when asked the question, what are you going to do when you stop? Stanley noted in a promotional video released after the concert ended. So essentially, he's answering the question in a promotional video. And it says, well, the band will never stop. That's the promotional video, or that's Paul Stanley answering the question, because we don't own the band. What? The fans own the band. Oh, okay. The fans own the band. All right. A little question here for Paul Stanley. So most of the Kiss fans that I am affiliated with wanted to see Peter and Ace for that last show. And so we were told, at least by, I think, both Peter and Ace, that nobody received a phone call to show up for the last show. So it's kind of interesting how we went from the fans own the band to the fans really don't have a say in what happens next. Now, he goes on to say, the world owns the band. Really? So do we all get profit sharing from this last tour if we own the band? Oh, man. In the months leading up to their final concert, members of Kiss suggested that the band may continue in a different form. And that's what's going to happen. Is it a Kiss concert? Is it a rock opera? Is it a musical, a story, an adventure, a pinball machine? Well, we already had the pinball machine, I'm pretty sure. But man, so they make this announcement. The paint hadn't even dried from repainting Madison Square Garden, so people could go in there and think they were, you know, in a nice stadium. The body wasn't even cold. The Kiss, what do they call it? The human Kiss wasn't even cold. And they're announcing the avatar form of Kiss. So yeah, they're just going full steam ahead. There appears to be no stopping, much like Blue Man Group or something. This is what the Kiss model will be going forward. Kiss is like an army or a sports team. When the MVP is no longer playing or retired, the team doesn't call it quits. On a battlefield, an army, when they lose soldiers, doesn't wave the white flag, unless you're in Ukraine. Somebody else picks up the weapon and runs forward. So in one form or another, I believe there always will be a Kiss. I am so grateful that Kiss will continue. So So anyway, one of the executives who are working with KISS pondered this question. These 4 individuals already have superpowers. We want to be as open as possible about their future. Well, that's more of a statement than anything else. So, in any event, it appears that the superpowers mean that they can be avatars in the future. Are you excited about the new avatars? The promo for the new avatars is out there for KISS if you want to watch it. Again, these guys in the rock media are working overtime to make sure that people go from this human version of KISS to the new version of KISS. And by the way, this may be a trend with other bands, especially other bands that are theatrical and they do a show like KISS. The show ends up being more important, than the music. So when the group left the stage last night, it was amid a flurry of fire. And then their tune, and I'm putting it in quotation marks, by the way, God Gave Rock and Roll to You. Wasn't that Argent to begin with? Didn't they do it first? I don't know. Maybe it was KISS, but I'm pretty sure it was Argent. Anyway, the song God Gave Rock and Roll to You began to play, and then avatars, appropriately, the first one being Demon, right? So God gave rock and roll to you, but the avatar of Demon appears, and then Starchild, Catman, Spaceman. These are the characters, Dave. They've been the characters forever. What's your problem with Demon? Nothing. Maybe don't play God Gave Rock and Roll to You. I don't know. It's not even their song. So that's how they introduced this. So the fans, they didn't have time to be sad. They were still trying to recover from the long set of music that was totally live, totally performed by the members of KISS with no help from vocal tracks, backing musical tracks, no help at all from artificial intelligence. This was a pure live concert that fans will remember forever. You know what? I get it. If you're into the show, if you're into the WWE, if you're into all of that stuff, this is perfect. And look, life is just about having a good time, right? It's not about anything else. So if this is going to help you, sort of get closure over your 50 plus years of KISS, then good. That's good for you, right? It may not be important to anybody else, but it's probably good for you. So KISS will continue as avatars. Groundbreaking announcement here. Big earth-shattering news, like we didn't know this was coming. But it's just very funny when they say the fans own the band. The fans own the band. Why wasn't Peter and Ace there? Why are you guys not playing your music live? If the fans own the band, if the world owns the band, why didn't I get a check in the mail, Gene or Paul? So anyway, one more time for Magic Dance. These guys are really good. Different and good. These 2 albums here, that's Vanishings and then New Eyes. I like the artwork and the way the albums look. So kind of matches the music. It's kind of like Spaceman. It's a little bit like the KISS Spaceman thing. Folks, please support the channel if you can via Patreon. I'm in a new month here. I want to thank all the patrons last month. Again, you're lifting this channel and me up on your shoulders. So, see, it's a magic dance. Makes you dance. And I really appreciate those people. But if, again, you want to help out for December, I have a very loyal group of supporters, and they help on Patreon, also on YouTube memberships. I haven't forgotten about you, YouTube members out there. That's an easy way to help the channel as well. And in the future, probably more exclusive content for both the patrons and the YouTube members. So stay tuned for that. God bless everyone. Please pray for peace in the Middle East and around the world. And yes, God did give rock and roll to us, but he certainly didn't give us demons, right? And so make sure you know the difference between good and evil. Sometimes in the music world, especially in this type of music, things can get kind of blurred just a little bit. So thanks again. God bless and see you soon.